Hello YouTube, I'm this guy, and I'm going to be giving you guys a deck profile on a Tribute Stun Monarch deck from one of my guys at the locals. I did promise the deck profile last week, so I was having technical difficulties. If you guys haven't seen my local report from last week, so this week I'm going to show you guys the deck profile because I finally got it this week. And show you guys the deck profile, give you my analysis of the deck, what I would change with the deck personally, in my opinion. I'm definitely not recommending him taking my advice, but if he wants to, cool. If not, then it's okay too. Like I said, it's just my deck analysis of the deck. So here you are with the deck profile of the Tribute Stun Monarch deck by Magical X3000.
Hey guys, this is Magic X 3000 and I am with this guy.
This guy right here.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing a deck profile on his deck that he ran today at my locals. And what's your deck you're running?
I'm running a Stun Monarch.
Stun Monarchs.
It doesn't necessarily have to in every single deck, whether if it is a Sky Striker or a Dark Magician or whatever. But I had my lots today against Trickstars, Spirals, whom I have forced this one opponent to scoop it. Scoop it like that. That's it.
Oh, nice.
And but I had my bad luck against Dinos because I have misplayed for once. Misplayed. Get used to that word. Misplayed.
Yeah.
And my last round was against Dark Magicians with a spellbook combo, and no matter what I have tried, he just got well with luck. That's it.
So you were X2, right?
I am O2 and X2. Yes.
Okay.
So what? So I don't mind you guys copying this deck for me. So it's not about the cards. It's about like how you guys really do it, how you really play it.
Yeah.
And I wish you guys good luck if you can try this deck very well, because as I say, for me, Monarchs never die. Never. So I also came with the main and side.
Alright, let's start out with your main deck here. Now
So we are going with Ether, the Heavenly Monarch. She was cut to 1 because of her powerful effect. She can special summon over and over, unless if they had used the Kuras with her, like in the very old times. So you can even tribute summon her on your opponent's turn, just by revealing her and discarding a Monarch spell trap. I think that's what it says.
Yeah.
And tribute summon. But the best thing is, you can tribute summon. You can make her run tributes by attributing a tribute summon monster. So let's say you have a Caius or someone else like tribute summoned. So you can tribute summon her by like that, and you can even use escalation with her. Anyway, and send the 2 Monarch spell traps, special summon a Monarch monster from the deck. It works well. So this is the queen. This is her king, the boss man, Erebus. So he's like Mr. Bouncy, like when you send the 2 Monarch spells traps, he's like Mr. Bouncy from you randomly from the hand, or you choose one from the field to the deck. You can make the opponent's field open, and he can help you by sending a Pantheism. He's a powerful 28 beater along with his queen, the Ether. Next we have like people who are like twins, like Light and Dark. We have Majesty and Vanity. So both of them can't be special summoned, but this one holds the opponent, holds both of us from from Master's Effect, and this holds both of us from special summoning. But they don't contradict each other. They work together, like twins, Light and Dark. So like you can even recycle him from the graveyard by using Erebus's effect. You don't necessarily have to recycle him like by discarding one Monarch spell or trap on your opponent's turn on your turn, and recycle Monarch Master with 28 or 24, and adding him from the graveyard to your hand, which would be really awesome. Like if you could do that, Majesty Fiend.
Which one do you like better, Majesties or Vanities?
I say, unfortunately, Vanity's Feast cannot be recycled because his defense is 1200. And as he specifies, 28 or 24 at 1000 defense, so goes for Majesty Fiend mostly.
So Majesties is better?
Yeah. He can hold against anything. He can hold against Trick Stars.
Yeah.
He can hold against what is it? The ABCs.
Okay.
Yeah, but unfortunately can't hold Kaijus, which is oh my god, I hate him. I freaking hate him.
Alright.
Yeah, and next we have Caius, the Mega Monarch. You can normally tribute summon him with Ether, but next time when he's like in your hand, you tribute summon him. If you used a Dark Master for the tribute summon of this guy, you can banish 2 cards instead of 1 and inflict 1000 damage. But if you have banished a Dark Monster from your opponent's field, you banish from the deck and from the extra deck whatever goes with them. And powerful, he burns with 1000 dark, like it's really awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And next we have the Princess and the Prince. That's what I refer to them, like for the Edea and the 3 Eidos. The Princess and the Prince.
Okay.
When she's normal summoned, special summon them also with 800 and attack with 1000 defense, which goes for Eidos or Mithra or any one of that. And when she's tributed for tribute summon, you can recycle a banish the Monarch spell or trap from the banishment to your hand. So you can recycle for a trap or pantheism or tenacity, you name it. Whatever you have banished with for Prime works well for you. So this is what we have worked very well with the monsters. They have served me as far as I'm concerned, but not well enough to top for 8, but I'm fine with it. So next we go.
Spells?
Yeah, so we move next for spells. We have the domain, the headquarter. It can seal extra deck opponents from using extra deck if you have tribute monsters on the field. On damage step, if you have attack, they gain 800. So works very well for Ether to become 3600 beater or Majesty Fiend or Vanity's Fiend for being a 3200 beater by the damage step. So it's very good, and it can decrease the Erebus or Ether to level 6 until the end of the turn. Next we have Tenacity. Reveal any 28 or 28 and 2400 monster with 1000 defense. Search for a Monarch spell traps, except it, which goes normally for Domain or Pantheism or Prime, whatever you want. Like as long as it suits the circumstances and never misplay. Like you gotta choose wisely. Yeah. And next we have a Pantheism. Discard the Monarch spell trap, draw 2, banish it from the graveyard to choose Excavate. We have a March. Protect your tribute summon monsters from Rageki, Darkhole, Kaiju. I hope so. I'm just kidding. It doesn't. Or target by card effects. Stoneforth. Tribute your opponent's monsters. That's what I did against the Dark Magicians. I have Stoneforth, the Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, to tribute for a Majestic Fiend or Vanity Fiend.
Oh, nice.
And the game was mine, thank goodness. Next we have 2 Return of Monarchs. Should one be destroyed, I have a spare. When you tribute summon a monster, you can tribute. When you can search for a monster with 28, 100 and 1000 defense, or 24 and 1000 defense.
Yeah.
And that happens only once per turn, which works really good to help you search for Majestic Fiend if you don't have it in your hand, and search for other tribute monsters.
Alright.
Next we have the normal spells, Reinforcement of the Army. Search for the Warrior Princess Edea to help with the process of summoning. You wanna send Erebus to the graveyard for that good recycle strategy. Go for Foolish Burial. You wanna send Prime? Go for Foolish Burial goods. You can even send Pantheism.
Yeah.
It's really good.
And most of the time you send Prime one, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And I miss these old days when they would make Stormfort at 3 and Ether at 3. But what else can we do? That's kind of a decision.
Yeah.
We want to keep up in the game. We have to listen.
Yeah.
We for draw power we have Allure of Darkness. Helps you for some search. You can banish. Most of the monsters are dark, so you can banish what you don't need, and you're confident that you can do it. Go for 2 allures, and the third allure is on the side. You wanna help with some good activation search. 3 Pot of Duality. The only small problem is you can't use the Prime Monarch or the Edea effect for special summon effect, because it's gonna be like you want to take a chance. Go for it all the way, but I have to warn you. You use it, you can't use Prime or Edea.
Yeah. Can't special summon.
Yeah, unless if you can use Domain, Eidos, level 6 in your hand, that's it. It's gonna work very well.
Nice.
So that's it for spells.
Alright, now onto the traps.
Yeah, first Monarch spells on Monarch traps and then normal ones.
Okay.
I had made 2 Prime Monarchs because if 3 it's gonna clog my hand. Unless if I can discard and get rid of it with the Erebus or effective Pantheism, it's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
And we have Monarch Corrupts. You can
I hate that trap
you
card.
can negate all the monsters' effect on the field
Yeah.
except the tribute summoned monsters.
Yeah.
Imagine what kind of pain in the butt would that be.
That's why True Dracos ran it.
Oh my god, I built this one guy whom I've been testing my deck against, and like it really worked me out well. Next, Escalation.
Escalation.
That's the best thing. You can tribute summon on your opponent's turn.
Yeah.
So like the moment he drew this one card, I was able to conduct one of my strategies like Escalation, Stormforth, apply Escalation effect, tribute his opponent's monster. I popped out Vanity's Fiend, like that's it, sealed.
Nice.
Yeah, it worked very well with it. Like, but the only misplay that I have done was using Escalation. I tributed Vanity's Fiend and
Yeah, that was a misplay, buddy. You should have done that. You had the game.
Majestic Fiend. I had him in the game.
It's okay though. We
But
learn
it's
from
a
our
little bit
mistakes.
boring. Like, I thought, like, why should I do that? It's boring. But so, guys, don't repeat my mistakes, please. And last but not least, we have Solemn Morning. I wish I had Solemn Strike. You guys can customize this to wherever you want, and I wish you good luck on that.
Alright.
So we are done with the main. Go for
That's
the
it
side.
For the main, now onto the side.
Next we have 2 Testalos, the Mega Monarch. I don't need a second Mega Monarch because it's like, what's the need? When you tribute summon him, you can discard you can view your opponent's hands, discard a monster, burn him with 200 per star level for that. But if you have tributed a fire monster, you can inflict a 1000 damage extra.
Alright.
And it can be special summoned by Ether. Next we have a Caius the Shadow Monarch. If you can't wait for the Mega, go for the Shadow. And if you have tributed Dark, if you have bashed the Dark, just inflict 1000 burn, and you can go very well with him. He's just a spare.
Yeah.
Only if you feel the biggest need that you want to do it all the way.
Yep.
Next we have 2 Mithras.
Alright.
The only matter is, if you activate this effect, a special summon on your side of the field, you can give your opponents 2 tokens, which shouldn't be good, because you can use it for link summon. But at the end, if you can pop out a domain after your tribute summon,
And they can link summon.
they can't summon from their
Smart.
extra deck, and it could really work. And like, it's awesome. And if I have tribute summoned him for the tribute summon, I can make an addition tribute summon, which you know the rest of that.
Yeah, a lot of combos there.
Yeah,
Alright.
a real good accomplishment.
Yep.
And I have added a spare return of the Monarch in case if someone tells me like, I have to put a third spare, return for like faster search. You know that, yada yada yada. But I would either put it just for display or like in the biggest need.
Yeah.
Next we have 1-for-1. Discard a monster, special summon Idea. You can discard Erebus, you can discard any tribute monster, special summon Idea, and then the cycle of summoning goes through. Next, Frost, Last of the Monarch. It only targets a phase down, which can be a little bit problematic, because the only good part about it is that you can give it a quick effect on your opponent's turn or your turn.
Yeah.
You can banish it from the graveyard along with a Monarch spell trap. Suddenly, target is set, boom, destroy.
Nice.
Yeah, but you can only activate the effect from your hand unless if you have a 24 or 28 on the field.
Yeah.
And so, like, this can barely happen. A third allure for an extra draw power. Third prime, if you wanna like suddenly go. Force very good. Send.
Yeah.
And send another prime from your hand by the effect of Pantheism. Helps you with a good draw. And last but not least, for a good defense, Drowning Mirror Force.
Drowning Mirror Force.
Yeah, shuffle off your opponent's face of monsters to the deck.
Alright. And that's it for the side deck?
Yeah, and so that's it for the deck profile.
Alright.
So thank you guys for watching this guy along with Magical X3000. Check out my channel for the new uploads about the new demo for the game Zone of the Enders Trial Edition, because I have the Japanese version, and if you guys want to really hear it, Japanese version, you're gonna love it, because I could have translated a bit from the conversation between the runner Dingo and the AI Ada or the opponent, and it's gonna be really good. And I can't wait for it. Make sure you pre-order, because you're gonna be having a free theme and extra guide about how to play this game. So thank you guys very much. Love you all. And this was this guy with Magical X3000.
And any shout outs to anyone or
You mean like advices?
shout outs? Like, do you want to shout anybody out?
I'm gonna shout for all of you guys. Anyone who plays Monarchs, go for huzzah!
All right, man. Well,
And,
thank you for your deck profile. I appreciate it. And I will
Thank
talk to you guys all later.
I tip my hat. See ya!
Alright, and there you are with the deck profile of the Tribute Stun Monarch. It's very interesting. Like I said last week, it's a very interesting deck. There's a lot he could do to this deck, personally, in my opinion, to make it better. I definitely would throw in the Pot of Desires and max out on the Majesty Speen. Max out on basically everything, so the Desires doesn't, make a certain card dead. Because that deck does struggle with consistency issues, as he plainly put. He had bad luck because that deck tends to break. Monarchs has been known for that for years and years and years. So I would definitely throw in probably 2 Pot of Desires to add consistency to that deck with the 3 dualities that he already runs, the allures that he runs, because you do want to see your combo pieces. You do want to see your key cards. Definitely that Majesty Spleen is his clutch. It's definitely good in this format. I've been victimized of that card already once before. Do not want to see that card ever again. So I definitely max out on the primes. He does side the 3rd prime, but I would definitely main deck it if you're running the Desires. And probably the allures too. Definitely run 3 allures. You do have enough targets to make the allures live. I'd probably run maybe another Tribute 1, because the point of the Caius the Monarch, you do want to get full effect of the Caius Monarch. That is a good card. So, I agree with that, him running it. So if he is going to run it, definitely run another Tribute 1 Dark Monster, like the regular Caius, or I can't remember off the top of my head what other good. Definitely work on the side deck. The side deck is kind of everywhere that I've seen when you show me the side deck. Just because how the format is right now, I would definitely side in like Spell Counselors against the Sky Striker matchup, Jinzo against Trap Heavy decks. Those are probably the 2 side cards I'd probably choose for this deck, because you could easily get those cards out, and you're going to have so much draw power, you're going to draw into it sooner or later. I definitely probably main deck Soul Exchange, because you are suffering from that 1 Monarch Storm 4. Soul Exchange is still a good card. Yeah, you do lose your battle phase, but if you can stun your opponent with being able to tribute their monster and bring out, like, say, a Vanities or a Majesties, one of those 2 cards, you don't need your battle phase. You're already doing what you need to do, which is stun your opponent, unless you have an out for it. And if you have March, that's a difficult board to break. A lot of decks do struggle with that March, Majesty Speen, Vanity Speen. Speaking of March, yeah, I'd probably bump up March, because with you not being able to search it consistently, especially because you have the Pantheism now to 1. Hopefully Pantheism does come off that ban list. A lot of people's been predicting that, so until then, you definitely want to max out on the March, just because of the way that deck is being built and being ran. You rely on that March way too much not to be able to see it. You do want to open up with the March. You do not want to be, that surge should be on something else like Monarch Stone 4th or some other Nebula card besides the March, because fortunately it is once per turn. You're not going to be able to activate more than once per turn, so in doing so, like I said, you want to max out on that. So, I'd rather use that on a Return of the Monarchs or on a Pantheism. Or if I have Pantheism, then I want to do it on Prime. I do not want to do it on March. So, that's the only reason why I would recommend running March to 2 or 3, because you do want to be able to see that card. Probably 3, since you are going to be running Desires. That would be a killer thing. for you to Desires and banish March, and then you don't have March to expose now. So if you are going to run the Desires, I would definitely recommend bumping up March to 3. But yeah, besides all those changes I just discussed, the side deck, like I said, bunch of work. His side deck, like I said, was all over the place. I understand where he was going with the side deck, but the way the meta is being played right now and your weaknesses, you definitely want to probably side in that Jinzo, side in that Spell Counselor, cut down your spells too. Like I said, that's just more against the Sky Striker matchup, because that Sky Striker matchup is brutal against that deck. So, with all that being said, like I said, it is a very interesting deck, though. It's probably one of the better Monarch decks I've seen so far, but definitely could use a lot of work, though. I respect the fact that he made Majesty Suite, and I think that's the smartest move a Monarch can do right now, especially a Monarch player, is run Majesty Suite and main it. But definitely run the Desires, though. That's the only thing I can recommend this guy, is just to run the Desires. And you'll see a lot of consistency boosts from that alone. And definitely, if you're going to run the Desires, run 3 March, because you don't want to banish your March. That would be brutal. So that's it for my video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the deck profile that I provided you guys. And if you guys did, please hit that like button. Also, if you haven't already done it, subscribe to my channel, and also hit the notification bell so you guys get notified every time I upload a video. And I will talk to you guys all later, and I'll see you on my next video. Alright, bye.